Hey there, and welcome to my craft room. It's Rhoda. Today we're going to do the piece de resistance, the day before Christmas when Santa comes. What's more iconic than a chimney where he's going to come down and deliver the presents? So this is my little template that I made up. I have a tag that will stick up out of it. It'll have a wreath on it. And then the chimney part here, I'm going to try to do a fire. So I've got some watercolor paper, and I cut it to a 4-inch width, and it's about 8 to 8 1/4 tall. I'm thinking this is going to be the whole piece of the page going down. So let's get started on our experiment here and see if this works out for us. Okay, as you can see, I sketched in where my opening would be, just so I knew where my fire wanted to reside. I've picked 3 of my distress inks here: Scattered Straw, Wild Honey, and whoops, Abandoned Coral. I thought those would give me the colors that I'd like for my fire. And this is sort of an idea where I had a moon that I did on a shorts back there about Halloween time. And I thought, well, let me see if I could do a fire in that same way. And all I'm doing, and this is pretty dry. I haven't been using these up like I should. But I'm just taking from that center point and I'm pulling with one of those corners to give myself the resemblance of fire. And then I'm going to wet it. I'm going to try to make it bleed a little bit. All right. Yeah, we got a roaring fire going here. I don't have any logs in my fire, but oh well, we might not need any. Let's see. I think I want a little bit more yellow. Because once this starts to bleed together, there we go. That should be enough. And I've got my cheapy cutting board here. It's like a couple bucks at Walmart, or it was when I got it. But it's going to be like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mist it, and then I'm going to hold it and let it run and see if that does what I want it to do. Ooh. Ooh. Not quite, did it? No. It looked better before, didn't it? Oh, no. Let me see. I'm going to have to start all over again. Okay, I already sketched out, this is a 4-inch tag, and I've already taken this and figured out where the hole for my fire is going to reside. And I'm going to take and try to square this up a little better and sketch a line in there where my fire is going to be. Okay, just about like that. And I can always trim that up later. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 of our distress inks. Wild Honey, Abandoned Coral, and Scattered Straw. Some of these are a little on the dry side. But, so I need to be using them up. But I'm going to take the corner and I'm going to go from the middle point and just kind of drag up. I might turn this upside down and try it that way. And it's just going to give us the illusion of fire. I didn't have any log in here, but I don't think I'm going to worry about logs. Here's the Wild Honey. It's got a little bit of an orangey glow to it. And it's giving us the look of dimension. And then we're going to come in here with the red, and just not too much of the red. Just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to try a little bit more yellow. And I went over and got fossilized amber. I'm hoping that's a little wetter. Ooh. Give me some bright bright yellow in there. Okay. Now, if you didn't have these inks and you had alcohol markers, you could do those. They would make a very pretty fire. And I'm going to just kind of rub it around and see if I can make that mix some of those colors. There. That kind of looks like a fire. I'm good with it. Santa has somewhere warm to land in now. So we put our colors there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our paper and lay it over here and make our tag. Now I may want to go in here just a little bit in the background and give it a little bit of shading. Get my distress pad over here with my ground coffee or ground espresso. Sorry. Same thing, right? I hope everybody's doing well. Happy. Not stressed. Ready for Christmas. Or enjoying your other type of holidays like Hanukkah. Or just relaxing and enjoying some time off. There we go. I kind of gave myself a little bit of a, what do they call that? A vignette or a halo. It's got a certain name in the photography world. But I'm leaving the light in there so it looks like the flames are hitting on the back of the fireplace. Okay. There we go. And I wanted to thank you too for coming to visit. I know you probably won't see this till after Christmas. It's going to get busy. But this is the book that I got this from, Surfaces. It's Recollections from Michael's. And the hearth and the mantle are also from the same book. And I love this color with that brick. So let's get going here. I got everything up and ready. We're going to start gluing. Getting it all going. And this is pretty easy. I've got a template that I'm going to probably put on my Rhoda's Facebook page, Rhoda's Junk. And it's a freebie. It'll be on there hopefully by the end of the week. And it's something you can do in your own journals. And you can kind of see how I've done it. I've cut out my fireplace so I know where the hole would be. And all you have to do is go in there and pick you out some papers that you want to use in here. But this is going to be really cute. All right. Let's do it like this. Go from the top and come down. There we go. And always trim. Just don't want to see my pencil lines. There. I'm going to push that down. Yes, that looks good. I didn't want that white. That white was going to be the bane of our picture here, and we did not want that. Okay, I'm going in now, and I have inked around the outside edges of my brick with ground espresso. And I'm going to be using it also on my wreaths and garland. Okay, now I'm debating whether I want to be a tag shape on this. I think I'm just going to round the corners and leave it kind of rectangular because I'm wanting it to look like the extension of the chimney or the fireplace. Okay, let me get those out of the way. Oop, knocking everything around. Okay, there we go. Perfecto. Now we're going to cut the corners with our 10mm round. So it'll go in smoothly and come out smoothly. And it's not so much that it detracts from the the idea that we're going with here. Okay, now let me smear a little bit of that on there to cover that up again. There we go. And we're done with that. Oops, got a little bit of an uneven part there. There, that fixed it. I had to put two pieces together to make a full chimney. So that works, that works. All right, now we're going to build our chimney, and what the dimensions are here. This was 4 wide, and I think I told you about 8 to 8 1/4 tall. The chimney is going to be about 5 1/4 wide, and it's only 4 inches tall. But we're taking our hearth and overlapping just a little bit, and then we're going to take, and that's 3/4 of an inch, and then we're taking a 1/2 inch for the mantle up here. So I'm going to cut this right in half, and I can trim off later. And this will be here, and this will be down here. And I haven't inked that, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that at all. Now, I'm putting this on the left side of the page. So I'm going to do this opposite. I'm making this flush with this side, like that. And I'll have a little bit coming over. And the same with the mantle. I don't think the mantles have to be hanging over the fireplace. I think they could be flush. I'm the architect, so come on now. Oh, I guess I wasn't squeezing it hard enough. Okay, now this is going to be big deep pocket. I guess I didn't really tell you that's what it was going to be, but I guess you can figure that out with the tag. Because it's going to slide right down in the middle of it. Oh, I forgot to put in my hole for here. What in the world? Okay, let's finish this first. Like I said, it's the stressful time of the year. There we go. Let's get that on here. Get rid of that. Make this flush. And that chimney is awful tall. Did I measure that right? No, I didn't. Oh no. Let's take this off real quick. Oh, what in the world? What in the world? Okay, that part's right, that part's right. Where's my pencil? I'm not quite sure what happened. I thought I had all this done. Oh. Alright, a little piece for something later. There we go. Now, go in here and put our bead back on here. There we go. Now, this is the side that needs to glue down. There. Now we're cooking with fire. Alright. Now, I didn't do that just so I could say that phrase. So, anyhow, this over here needs to be cut. Because we don't need all that. And you could actually cut it flush if you prefer. I'm going to still give it a little bit to go toward the spine. Alright, that can go up here. Alright, now, and this is what I kind of did. Cap this for now. This is what I sort of did to get the hole here. I took my sample and I'm measuring it up to be even Steven. My opening is going to be, where is the edge? Okay, and then the opening is going to be right at the top of that hearth. Okay, And we're just going to draw that in there. Oops. I'm all over the place, aren't I? Okay. We got that. We got that. Now we got to do is get in here and cut. And I did do this opening here. It's about 2 1/8 high. And it's, what is that? 2 1/4 wide. And I did a slight little rounding here. I like that. I wanted the round because it reminds me of an actual old fireplace. Okay, I'm going to cut this out. Okay, I got that cut out, and to give myself even more dimension, I'm going in here and doing my edges to make it look like it's sort of recessed. And the more ink you put on there, the better, probably. There we go. That's done. And we're ready. We're ready to probably assemble it in our book. And then I'll decorate it. That's how we're going to do it. All right, here is my page. This is my 25th. I'm going, and then, you know, you're probably saying, but, you know, the 25th, he's already been and gone. Well, it could be right after midnight. You just don't know. Who knows when he goes to each person's house. So what I'm going to do is probably cut those 2 notches off. I shouldn't have worried about them. So it will fit on our page. I'm sorry, I'm off the page again. I always do that. All right. Now, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to glue and have to hold it down. And all we're doing here is a U-glue. My word, you know, U-glue. So we're going to do that and hold it on the page. And I'll be right back to show you. Okay, I finally got this down. This edge is so wrinkled from me. This is my dyed paper. I had to really push and push and push to get that to go down solid for me. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I made this garland to go on here. I'm not sure if it's too big or not. I think that one piece is that sticking out just a little bit too far for me. Okay, now can I get this on here? Now what I did this garland from and this wreath from, which is going to go on our tag, is from Mamie Made It. She's got a Christmas Insta wreath. And she's got all kinds of stuff on here. You can use these to make Christmas balls with. You've got tops for your Christmas balls. I think that was another one maybe, or is that berries? But I used this stamp right here. You go green with that one, some kind of green with that one, and then that one's your little pine cones. And then I used this bow here, and I did that with some heat embossing. Sorry, I had to pull that out of the depths. But I did the same here for the wreath, but I only did like a halfway and overlapped it. And it worked out really great. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get this a little wet with some glue. I'm going to get it down. And I have these 2 little stockings over here to my left. I cut those out of some scraps from the kit. And what happened was I got that as a freebie. Little die cut. There's these magazines, like you go to Michael's. I can't remember what the name of the magazine is, but they always give you a lot of stamps. And this one has some beautiful Christmas stamps in it. So that's where I got that as a freebie. And then I got a Christmas tree and 2 wreaths. Now those wreaths were too big for this. So I had to go to the Insta wreath. And I've used that wreath last year on a Christmas card, actually. The big one that's on that, from that magazine. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so this part right here is going to be where our stockings are going to hang. And you see I've got over here, the stockings are hung. And then I've got a pocket here that I did like a 3D embossing folder. And then this is the tree lines die cut. And then I've got the Merry Christmas because this is the day. Oh, I gotta make a German chocolate cake. I'm recording this on Tuesday. And I was trying to get ahead. So, because I got a lot of cooking to do. I got a homemade German chocolate cake to make. That goes to my in-laws. I'm also going to make a green bean casserole. And I probably will have that for our meal here Christmas Eve. Because my parents and my brother, they come over Christmas Eve and eat. And I probably make my cornbread salad again. And I'll be making a trifle for our meal here, our dessert. I messed up. It came out kind of dry. I made some kind of a spice cookie bar the other day. And it just did not live up to par. Now, where you can see through the stocking, you can actually get in there and probably put something behind it. I didn't think about it. And you can get in here and put, like, I've got a silver pen. Actually, let me go over and grab that. I got these pens. One's a gold and one is a silver. And they're a gel Pentel Sunburst. And I was going to show you where I've got this here on the mantle. I can probably draw me a little silver dot. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. And if you wanted to get even fancier, you could have went in here with a little tiny brad. That would have been really cute. I do have a few of those, but I've already went through here. So, all right, now, before we put our wreath on, or maybe after, let's put this in so we know where the fire's at. Isn't that cute? I like that. And it sticks a little above the page, but I am okay with it. But what we want to do now is measure where our wreath is going to go. And we're going to have it up here. So it's right above it. So let's get to gluing that down. Oh, I hope everybody has safe travels, plenty of food, plenty of fun, lots of family. It's always nice to get together. Yeah, our family usually says we only get together when we have funerals, but take advantage of your holidays and get together then with family and make a lot of great memories. All right, we're going to put this here right in the center, right dead center. All right. Now, I put this on the back of a regular piece of cardstock, so it can be totally written on all over the back, because there's nowhere else on here really right. These are too small to write. But I thought that would be kind of interesting to have a large, large tag on here. Then, I think we might be done with this. And I was going to tell you, I've got a couple more little things to do here and there. I think I've already got that glued in, but I haven't made a tag for it. And I finally made a tag for that. But I have a few little things in here I did not have done. You'll see those in the flip through. I'll have the flip through after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's. Well, if you liked everything you saw, please give me a like. And I want everybody to have a happy, safe Christmas and holidays. And thank you for coming to see me. And ho, ho, ho!